Everybody loves Batman, but a lot of people gravitate to that really dark tone of the modern era. Me, I actually prefer sort of gray, blue, and yellow we got in the 70s and 80s. Yes, it probably comes from the animation, but also that's what we saw in the comic book. And what I really like about what Mafex is doing lately is they've kind of found a way to get that look while kind of keeping it in the different vein. What do I mean? I mean Night Crusader Batman from their Nightfall series. And this is Batman as he looked at the time. And for a few more years, I believe it was in JLA, he started wearing the black. But to me, this is always Batman. He just a light blue, gray, and yellow combination that just worked for me. It has three heads, one for diving, which I don't ever plan on using. He's got one with longer ears, which I think is supposed to be closer to these covers. The color's off, but the look is right. And then, of course, just the regular head, which is the one I'm going to use. Why? Because that is the one I prefer. It's a Mafex. You know that articulation is just great. I heard some people complain about Mafex in that they don't have thigh swivels and boot swivels. Okay, fair enough. They don't. That's true, but you almost don't need them. They articulate so well. He's very, very stable, as I would expect. The articulation points are smooth as hell. Right now, nobody's doing a DC 6-inch line, so some of my faves, I just go ahead and grab the Mafex one and then be done with it. Even if somebody does pick up the DC license, I doubt they can get anything better than this. The wire cape is awesome and really holds up. Unlike the Hush Batman, this one doesn't have too much cape, so it's not billowing down below him and potentially is tripping over it. That was my one complaint about the Hush Batman. But everything else, yes, it works. And it's really rare for me at this price point to pick up multiples of a character, but it's Batman. So, and this is the Batman I really, really wanted and now have, and I'm very happy with it. Extremely happy with it. So much so I can't even imagine. Now, some people are going to look at this and just go, I hate that design, but I mean, you can hate it if you want. I love it. And, sometimes I think, honestly, I'm not trying to knock people's taste, but honestly, I think some people just say what they think they're expected to say. Then again, I'm different than everybody else, and I recognize it, and I shine in it, because being different, I don't know, it just feels better. I mean, I feel like I'm more myself. I know I was one of those guys that said, yeah, all black, for a long time. And, okay, yeah, the black looks good, but no, there's something about the primary colors that still rings true to me about that. Yeah, you can go for darker, more muted colors, but still, this. I know it's not stealthy. I know it's not tactical. Some would say impractical. Then again, this era of Batman didn't hide in the shadows as much. Now, is that a bad thing or a good thing? No, it's kind of the subtext of the end of Christopher Nolan's Batman movie, where he was like, Batman is what we need him to be. And that was true. I mean, that's how Batman has changed throughout generations. He's different in every iteration, but cool. And one thing I do like, there is a Batarang with a wire. Boy, that's going to be fun because you can do a lot with that. Now, instead of having just a swappable shoulder piece, he has a swappable cape. So he actually comes with two wire capes. I prefer the more flat one because of the swappable top piece on the cape. You can't bring it back around. Well, I actually prefer it that way because that's the way Batman was at that time. He didn't have the cape wrapped around him very often. I mean, that immediately changed with the animated series and the movies, but in this point in time, no, the cape was behind him most of the time. And again, I'm loving these wire capes. They're really cool and really awesome. I think it's funny too because Street Fighter showed us you can do those. I mean, it makes me wonder, are these high-end companies doing these wire capes all the time? Is it really that expensive? I don't know. But I will say, this just looks like Batman. And that's what it should. That's what it should matter. He should look like Batman. And he does. And it feels right and it feels good and I like it. I like it a great deal. So that's why I bought it. And that's why I'm keeping it. It's a lot of fun. And so I hope you enjoyed and I hope you if you pick this up, I mean you should be happy. If you don't pick it up, you're saving some money. Because let's face it, the Mafexes, they cost a penny. And that's okay. As long as you recognize that. Okay, that wraps that up for today. Don't forget to do all the likey and subscribey and all that fun stuff that helps channels grow. Thank you. Have a good day.